Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining. My name is Dante and this is my first YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about how to pull data from the web to Power BI. And the reason why I thought about this was because you know to learn, I guess many people that are trying to learn or get into it, they need some test data, and I'm just trying to show another way to pull data in so that way you can play around with. So the data that I chose was parks data. I just did a Google search. Let me see if I can show you guys here. I did a Google search, national parks, right? So list of national parks in the United States, and I found this wiki, right? So I'm gonna just copy this link, and then minimize, and I'll come here. So I'll go to get data, right? So if you notice, here it says web here, but that's because I've already chosen this before. So I'm gonna just click this icon here at the top, so that way you get a chance to see how to find that. Okay, it's pulling up now. Let's see. Sometimes it takes a second. Okay, get data. There you go. Okay, so now when you come here, if you go to others, you'll find web there. You click connect, right? And then you will get the space to enter your URL. So since I already copied it, I'm going to paste it in there. And then give it a second for it to do its magic. It looks like it's pulling it in now. Okay, that's good. Okay, there you go. So it pulled in a bunch of different tables. So I'm just going to kind of click on a few of them so you can see. So this one does not look like what we need, right? So usually what I do is I compare what is pulled in to the actual site. Now for the national parks, I had this, I thought this table right here was a really good table to go from. So I'm going to pull this to my other screen. And usually what I do is, as I click through the tables, I try to find the one that has all the column names that I need or that showed on this table, right? So this one has name, the next column was image. It's not going to pull it in an image, so I'll probably have to get rid of that, right? And then location, date established, which is good, area, which is how large it is, and recreation visits. So how many people have visited it in 2019. So I think this is what I need. This is exactly what I need, right? So now what I'll do is I'm going to select it. You can look at some of the other ones too. If you look, this one does not really give me much. This one too, this one too, this one as well. So this is the best table for us, right? So now I come here, I go to transform. Okay. So it's loading the data. So it takes you to our query editor, all right? And so I'm gonna do a few things on this page, right? So one thing I like to do is name my tables from the beginning. So I'm gonna rename this to, let's say, National Parks, right? Because sometimes you put in a lot of tables and it's hard to figure out which one it is. So National Parks, right? There you go. So it saves it. And then this column here looks like that image column. We're just going to get rid of it. Now if you notice, when I get rid of this, you see an addition here. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, and you see remove column. So if I exit this, that's going to pop that back out. Right, so I'm going to just remove it. So that's a neat trick in Power BI to allow you to go back to what you have, or if you made a mistake, you want to undo it. That's a good way to do it. So now here I can rename this, and then I just like to get rid of this back part, an area. Okay. Oh, come on, rename. Okay. There you go. And I'll leave that 2019 there because I like to know what year I'm working from, right? And here also, rename this. and get rid of this back end. So those are typically the tables, the fields that I need. The rest of these, I really don't want them, so I can either hide them, or you can right click and then let me see, you can remove them or hide them at a later step. But for now, I'm going to just leave it instead of just removing it. I'm just going to leave them as is for now. Then I'm going to apply the step, right? So drop here, close and apply. So that way it saves all the changes that I've done, right? So we're going to give it a second to go through that. Loading the data, 62 rows, awesome, awesome, awesome. And you can see them on the side. You come here, you can see them with more detail here. So this is good, I love it. All right, so now I'm gonna go back to the screen, go to my page 2, and from here you can do a lot to this, right? So one thing I like for people to see is how many parks that I was able to download, right? So how many did I download, or how many fields or data, I guess rows in my data set, right? So I will come here, go to this here, just do a couple quick measures. So I'm gonna do that by name. Just select name. It's gonna pop here, and I'm gonna switch it to count, right? So in total there's 62 fields that I brought in, which is kind of awesome. All right, and then what I also like to do is, so this field says recreation visits, right? So I can do like a pie chart to show which park had the most visits in 2019, right? So okay, we're gonna do a pie chart. I brought in this pie chart from the marketplace. I just went here and then get more visuals, right? All right, so now I like to see large. So okay, I'm gonna click name. Okay, right, the name of the part. I understand. So this is kind of like a paid visual. I think they have some free versions, and then if you want to do like a lot of really cool stuff, you can pay for it, and then you have like more features. But we're just gonna use the free. Okay, so there you go. So category, which is the name, by recreation visits. So if you notice here, the largest, most visited park, right, is this Great Smoky Mountain. And as it's going this way, of course, you will see the size is decreasing and decreasing all around. And then this other 31% are just much smaller. Like it's a sum of all the other 50 or so parks that had under 2% of visits, right? 2% visits, or I guess under 2 million. So usually I like to see this not in percentage but in millions of visits, right? So what I will do is I'll come here, okay, and go let me see, so the pie, oh no, that's not it, sorry. Detail label, here you go. And then down here, label style. If you come here, you can go to category and data. There you go. So now it changed. It gave us a name, then it gave us, this is 12.5 million visits and so on, and all the way down to 2 million. Then this is a bunch of, and we can click this too, and it will show you the list, right, of this one, 1.7, 1.6, and so on and so forth. Or you can go back to the previous, right? So there you go. So this is something that you can do to show, I guess, to show people this data, and or you can use it to make a decision, right? So which park is most visited, and you can use that to say, if this park is most visited, maybe it must be like really popular, so maybe you want to go there, right? So, and you can do much more with it. You can even do a visual to show the largest park, right? So although this is most visited, does not mean it's the largest. And I believe we have data here, the area. We have data to show the largest park. Okay, so you can do a visual to show that. So that's it. Hopefully you like this neat trick, or I guess this way of pulling data into your dashboard. Thank you. Leave a comment and see you in the next video. Bye bye.